and welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and you're watching today's legal news, where we update you with the recent important legal developments across the country. Here are the headlines. Supreme Court Collegium recommends 4 names as judges of Orissa, Kerala and Gauhati High Courts. Allahabad High Court directs revenue officials to produce land ownership records of Banke Bihari Temple. No out-of-court settlement in the Gyanvapi case after Hindu plaintiffs turned down offer. Punjab and Haryana High Court introduces separate toilets for transgenders and differently abled persons in its campus. Sushant Singh Rajput's father appeals to Delhi High Court against streaming of movie Nyay the Justice based on his son's life. Centre brings reforms in telecom sector to curb cyber frauds. Now let's take a detailed look at the headlines. The Supreme Court Collegium, headed by the CJI D.Y. Chandrachud and also comprising Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul and Justice Sanjeev Khanna, recommended the names of 2 judicial officers, 1 advocate and 1 additional judge to be appointed as judges of the High Courts of Orissa, Kerala and Gauhati. Advocate Sibo Shankar Mishra, an advocate on record at the Supreme Court, and judicial officer Anand Chandra Behra were recommended as judges of the Orissa High Court. Additional Judge Justice C.S. Sudha's name was recommended for appointment as a permanent judge of the Kerala High Court, and the name of a judicial officer from Arunachal Pradesh, Budhi Habung, was recommended for appointment as a judge of the Gauhati High Court. The High Court of Allahabad has directed the revenue officials to produce before it the entire records in connection with the change of ownership of the land belonging to the Banke Bihari Maharaj Temple. Justice Saurabh Srivastav made the order on a petition filed by Shri Bihari Ji Seva Trust Mathura, alleging that in 2004, the ownership of the land belonging to the temple was changed in the name of a graveyard. The petition sought a direction from the court to the revenue authorities of Chhata, Mathura, to correct the entry that was made illegally in the name of the graveyard. The court directed the authorities to bring the revenue records before it for its perusal and scheduled the matter for September 23rd for next hearing. The 4 Hindu plaintiffs in the Gyanvapi mosque dispute rejected the out-of-court settlement offer which was made by one of the plaintiffs, namely Rakhi Singh. Ms. Singh had invited the Anjuman Intizamiya Mosque Management Committee on August 14th for an out-of-court settlement, but the same was rejected by the remaining plaintiffs, Lakshmi Devi, Sita Sahu, Rekha Pathak and Manju Vyas. Advocate Vishnu Shankar Jain said on behalf of the 4 plaintiffs that the issues of social and national interest cannot be settled out of court. He also urged the Muslim side to seek an apology for using the temple as a mosque and said that justice should be done with the property of God. The plaintiffs in the matter seek the right to worship Ma Shringar Gauri and other deities placed inside the Gyanvapi mosque compound and unhindered access to the deity throughout the year. The Punjab and Haryana High Court has introduced within its campus separate toilets for transgenders and differently abled persons. The move comes after Advocate Maninder Jeet Singh wrote a letter to the High Court administration in 2021 raising the issue. Subsequently, he wrote a letter to the Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud in 2022. The High Court then made a positive decision in this regard while highlighting the 2014 judgment of the Apex Court in the National Legal Services Authority versus Union of India and the Transgender Person Protection of Rights Act of 2019 and forwarded the request to the Chief Architect of Chandigarh. At present, 5 toilets have been designated for use by transgender persons in the High Court premises. Krishna Kishore Singh, the father of late Bollywood actor Sushant Singh Rajput, approached the Delhi High Court against the order passed by a single-judge bench of the same High Court, refusing to stay the streaming of the movie Nyay the Justice. The movie is based on the life of Sushant Singh Rajput and was released on the OTT platform Lapalap Original in June 2021. Mr. Kishore Singh had approached the High Court earlier in July this year, but his plea was rejected by a single-judge bench of Justice C. Harishankar, who held that Rajput's personality rights as well as right of privacy and publicity stood extinguished with his death, and that Sushant's father did not inherit these rights. Now his father has appealed against the said order, and the matter has been placed before a division bench of Justices Yashwant Verma and Dharmesh Sharma, who have sought response from the producers of the film. The center has brought about 2 new reforms in the telecom sector, aimed at curbing cyber frauds and protecting the privacy of mobile users. The reforms include the discontinuation of buying bulk connections and mandatory police verification for SIM dealers. Union Minister of Communications and IT, Ashwini Vaishnav, introduced the reforms and said that these reforms are purely focused on user protection and on reducing cyber frauds. He also highlighted that following the launch of the Sanchar Sathi portal, the Department of Telecommunications had detected 52 lakh connections opened using fraudulent documents. These connections have now been disabled. Furthermore, 67,000 SIM dealers have been blacklisted, 300 FIRs have been registered, and 17,000 handsets that were either reported as stolen or obtained fraudulently have been blocked. Over 60,000 WhatsApp accounts were also blocked for mass spamming, and 8 lakh payments wallets were blocked for being used for fraudulent transactions. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum. And subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android to keep yourself updated with authentic legal news.